Hello everyone, please contact Professor Robert for a sample or a customized paper of the following or any other assignment. OCHS 11027. OHS Fundamentals. Description. Assessment tasks. 1. Written assessment. Assessment title. Written assessment 1. Due vacation week. Task description. Select a small to medium-sized organization, i.e. between 10-50 employees, operating within Australia, for which you have been asked to develop a safety management system. The following activities are the preliminary steps towards developing a safety management system. The actual safety management system will be completed in OCHS13018 Safety Systems. Part A, 5%, 500 words. 1. Describe the organization and the industry it operates in. Identify any activities or work environment of the organization or industry that you consider might require particular attention from a health and safety perspective. 2%. 2. What are the occupational health and safety incident injury fatality rates of the industry or of relevant occupational aspects of the industry, e.g. high level of musculo-skeletal disorders, MSDs, working at heights, working in confined spaces, etc. Access and provide references to statistical data relating to Australian businesses to support your findings. 3%. Part B, 15%, 1500 words. 1. Develop a table of contents or alternative format for an OHS MS manual for the organization. The table of contents should contain a range of elements, main headings, and their components, subheadings, reflecting the ways in which OHS will be organized and managed. Provide a brief statement describing each element. 5%. 2. Provide an explanation, 150 words, of how the OHS MS operates in terms of its format, content, purposes and functions, as if this is to be presented to a management group within the organization. 5%. 3. Prepare an implementation plan outlining only one strategy the organization has decided to undertake to improve OHS outcomes, i.e. a training initiative, a process for hazard reporting or a new method for conducting inspections. The plan may be presented in the form of a table. Include the following in the plan. 5%. A. The series of steps required to implement the strategy. B. Methods or activities used to consult with others. C. The allocation of key tasks to be undertaken in order to implement the plan, inclusive of dates timeframes. D. A method of tracking the completion of tasks prescribed in the plan. Part C, 10%, 1000 words. 1. List 3 sources of information and data existing internally within the organization that would be relevant for the organization to use in the management of OHS risks, i.e. name-specific reports, registers of records. Explain how information and data can be collected, recorded and analyzed to assist in managing OHS risks in the organization. 5%. 2. List the benefits to an organization of having workers' compensation, return to work and injury management, integrated into the OHS MS. 5%. Assessment due date. Vacation week Monday, 17 August 2020, 10 a.m.s. Return date to students. Week 6 Friday, 28 August 2020. Weighting, 30%. Assessment criteria. 1. Description of the organization and industry. 2. Identification of relevant aspects of organizational operation from an OHS perspective. 3. Outline of the OHS performance of the industry and/or relevant occupational factors, supported by statistical data. 4. Outline of OHS management system elements and their operation in the system. 5. Identification of relevant policies and procedures, particularly from a legislative perspective. 6. Prepare an implementation plan for one OHS initiative. 7. Format, grammar, punctuation. 8. Harvard referencing style. A detailed marking rubric will be provided in Moodle at the commencement of term. Referencing style. Harvard, author date. Submission, online. Learning outcomes assessed. Develop, implement and maintain a simple health and safety management system. Plan work-related health and safety measures and initiatives. Graduate attributes, communication, problem-solving, critical thinking, information literacy, information technology competence, cross-cultural competence, ethical practice. 2. Portfolio. Assessment title. Portfolio 1, due week 8. Task description. 1. Outline the need for, and benefits of, an OHS consultation procedure. How would you go about developing such a procedure? Describe how you would consult with stakeholders in the development of the procedure. 500 words. 5%. 2. Develop a comprehensive procedure for effective OCHS consultation with workers and their participation in OCHS matters for a specific organization. 1500 words, 15%. Note: this procedure does not need to specifically relate to the organization nominated in Written Assessment 1. Assessment due date: Week 8 Monday, 7 September 2020, 10 a.m. Return date to students: Week 9 Friday, 18 September 2020. Weighting: 20%. Assessment criteria: 1. Outline of needs and benefits for OCHS consultation procedure. 2. Process for developing a procedure. 3. Methods of consultation with stakeholders in the development of a consultation procedure. 4. Develops a comprehensive procedure for worker consultation and participation. 5. Format, grammar and punctuation. 6. Harvard referencing style. A detailed marking rubric will be provided in Moodle at the commencement of term. Referencing style: Harvard, author date, submission, online, learning outcomes assessed. Develop, implement and maintain a simple health and safety management system. Develop and implement a health and safety consultation and participation process. Graduate attributes: communication, problem solving, critical thinking, information literacy, information technology competence, cross-cultural competence, ethical practice. 3. Portfolio. Assessment title: Portfolio 2, due week 11. Task description: develop 3 procedures for a specific organization for the effective management of each of the following 3 matters. I. Plant and equipment. This must include the identification of the specific legal requirements for high-risk work licenses for specific plant. 1000 words, 10%. I. Hazardous chemicals. 1000 words, 10%. E. Fitness for work. 1000 words, 10%. Note: these procedures do not need to specifically relate to the organization nominated in Written Assessment 1. Assessment due date: Week 11 Monday, 28 September 2020, 10 a.m. Return date to students: Week 12 Friday, 9 October 2020. Weighting: 30%. Assessment criteria: 1. Develops procedures for managing risks associated with plant and equipment, chemicals and fitness for work. 2. Format, grammar and punctuation. A detailed marking rubric will be provided in Moodle at the commencement of term. Referencing style: Harvard, author date, submission, online, learning outcomes assessed. Develop, implement and maintain a simple health and safety management system. Develop and implement strategies to manage work-related hazards. Graduate attributes: communication, problem solving, critical thinking, information literacy, information technology competence, cross-cultural competence, ethical practice. 4. Portfolio. Assessment title: Portfolio 3, due review exam week. Task description: develop plans for the effective management of emergencies and incident reporting notification for a specific organization. Part A. 1500 words, 15%. Emergency response plans. 1. Develop an emergency risk register listing a range of potential emergencies. An emergency risk register, not one representing all risks. Ensure that you list at least 4 types of potential emergencies. Provide the following information in the register: A categorization for each of the emergencies, 4%. The potential effects on people, internal and external to the site, property and the environment, 1%. 2. Prepare for an initial response. Develop an initial response plan for one potential emergency event, i.e. fire, bomb threat or natural disaster, etc. Include the following information in the response plan: the responsibilities of key emergency control organization, ECO, stakeholders, 2%. A set of instructions to be followed during the emergency by all persons. This may take the form of action cards that are accessible or displayed in prominent locations, 3%. C. Provide a list of physical systems used in the emergency, i.e. emergency alerting systems, emergency protection systems, required safety wear, and briefly describe their function role in an emergency, 2%. B. State the required training needs to initiate and execute the plan, 2%. A reference to Australian legislation and standards, current industry practice, specialist advice and input by emergency agencies in the development of the plan, 1%. Part B, 500 words, 5%. Prepare a flowchart and accompanying explanatory notes for incident reporting and notification, excluding the investigation process, for an organization. 1. The flowchart needs to incorporate the actions required for both the statutory notification of an incident to the relevant regulators, and the internal actions used by the organization to record the incident. Note that the flowchart should not include the investigation process, 3%. 2. Include explanatory notes that would accompany the use of the flowchart, 2%. Thanks for watching.